Hey everybody, welcome to a new video. Today we got some big events going on. We have the Champion Chase Tournament and I am ready to go ahead and roll basically all that I have in order to try and get myself all the way up to the Shards, right? I'm not really ambitious over here. I'm not going to be spending any money if possible, but I really need to be getting these Shards because I'm not going to be missing on TITUS. This is going to be the first fusion that I'm going to be completing, right? So join me as we're going to be rolling a big bunch of Shards, trying to get at least this event complete. So let's go. So the event goes as follows. You click here on the info tab and it does say that what you need to be doing to get points is get champions in any of the following ways. So either summoning shards from the portal, summoning them using fragments, fusing them at the portal, purchasing them from the market, even though that's going to be giving you basically no points, then also getting them as drops from the campaign stages, receiving them as rewards. There's just a lot of ways, right? So the idea is to get champions. If you want to join my team in Raid Shadow Legends, click the link in the description to get a free Narma as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. Here's what you need to do. First of all, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description and register a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get a fresh start in Raid with a free Narma and 3 epic champs. Click on my link right now. Now here is the breakdown of how many points you're going to be getting depending on the type of champion you are getting. So as you can see, of course, the idea is to either be rolling a big ass amount of ancient shards and getting basically just rares, or at least getting a little bit lucky, and there we go, you might be getting some epics and even legendaries, and that is going to be making your day, right? So some cool tricks that would really be helping out in this event in particular would be to not be claiming your shard fusions from this guy over here, the one for the tournament event, right? Or the fusion event, right? So we do have one of those which I can do right now because I've been saving up some of these fragments. Now I already did fuse him up once, so let's see how many points I am going to be getting if I go ahead and fuse him right now, right? So it is an epic champion, so that should be giving me 250 if I'm not mistaken. There we go, we get 350 points. Not too sure exactly why I got a little bit extra over there, maybe because actually it is a void epic. There we go, so I missed out on that one. If it's a void epic, you're gonna be getting a bit of a plus, right? The breakdown is a little bit different, so since the void champions are just harder to come by, they do give more points, right? So we are already at 350. Now there is also another fusion that I can do, which is going to be quite a little bit of a big boost, and that is something that I've been saving up a little bit on, and that is doing the Relic Keeper fusion, right? I do have pretty much everything that I do need to just go ahead and fuse up this guy, which I do need to do anyways because of some missions in the future. Now I do need to go ahead and farm myself one sorceress, which I can go ahead and do from the this level on the campaign. So I'm going to be getting myself onto Brutal, which I think gives me a little bit better odds, and it's going to be from level 3. I can just farm any of the stages and there is a chance for a sorceress to be dropping. I did have one, but I did actually just use it on the faction thingy where you get bonuses for having extra champions like that. Anyways, we're going to be rolling some of these and we'll keep fusing stuff. Well, that was kind of easy. It only took me, I don't know, like 5-6 runs, and there we go. We already got one of those. Now I do need to go ahead and get it ready and fully leveled up and ascended, so we go ahead and do the fusion. So let's do that right now. It did take some resources, but we got them all ready to be fully fused up, right? This is a thing that you're gonna have to do anyways if you want to be finishing up the Arbiter mission, so there is just absolutely no loss. So as we fuse up this guy, and I don't really know why you would need to be doing this anyways. Damn, is there anybody with accessories in here? I guess, I don't know, whatever. He is fused up, and is he a void champion? Actually, no, he's not, right? So that's only 250 points for another epic. We could also be fusing up this guy, but he's just a rare, so it's kind of just not worth it getting him again. I'm not gonna be using him for anything. We got a little bit of stuff over here for doing some upgrade on my champions, and there we go. We are now a little bit closer to the objective. We are currently sitting at how many points? 426 only, right? So this is before we do any rolls. So first of all, well, let's just see how many shards I currently have. I have 44 ancient shards. There is no active events going on for summons for the ancient voids or primal shards, which is really damn bad. There is only so for the sacred shards, which by the way there is at 2 times legendaries on these shards in particular going on right now. So if you got any sacred shards and you are trying to complete the champion chase, this would be a very good situation to go ahead and use them. I could also just roll a big bunch of mystery shards, and that would be giving me quite some points, probably just kind of about enough to be finishing up the entire thing. But rolling 800 mystery shards is a pain in the ass, honestly, right? So that would potentially be the best way of going about it, since I would in the meantime be doing some other stuff and maybe even just finishing up the champion training event all the way up to the max as I keep on leveling champions and whatnot. But honestly, I just want to go and use my ancients. I think it's not the way to go if I was you. If you're gonna go for max efficiency, of course, it's always going to be a better idea to use your ancients only when there is a double chance of the 2 times chance of dropping legendaries, which is only going to be making it a 1%, but in any case, that is what we're going to be doing today. So I cleared some space in my vault, and I am ready to go ahead and roll a big bunch of these guys, right? There is 44 ancients, and again, well, you kind of know the odds already, and you kind of know already what the rewards are going to be attached to this whole thing, right? So it's a guaranteed rare, which makes it a minimum of 100 points every time I'm rolling this whole thing. So there we go. That is 100 points, and I'm pretty much got the entire way through. It's just kind of crap. So let's go for another temple, as we are pretty much wasting all these shards. I mean, if we do get an epic, it would be, of course, ideal, as we get a bunch of points as well from that, and not just a meager 100 points every time. But yeah, pretty much all of this is just kind of crap, as we are not going to be able to get any void epics, which would be the only ones that I kind of would be excited about getting. There we go, we got an epic, so that already makes it 250 points extra, so I'm decently happy from that. We're getting quite some advancement on the event just for that alone. I don't even know who this one is. Okay, we'll check it out in a second from my actual champion vault. Let's go ahead and do the kind of last couple of rolls. We do have another temple right here. Let's see what it does give me. That's another epic, Farsala's Grave Dirt, so that's going to be quite some more points once again, and I still don't even know who this guy is, so we'll check him out in a second. But that's just a big bunch of crap. We still got 4 more to go, so let's go ahead and do them again. This totally feels like a massive waste of time, or rather resources, and I've spoken about this plenty of times already in my videos, where I just think that you are really encouraged to not use your resources throughout the game. There was another epic. Okay, we got another one. There we go, Lady Etessa. And she kind of seems to be quite fine, all right. Single target attack, chance of placing block debuffs, chance of placing a stun, and attack an enemy with 2 random allies. Okay, ally attack, 20% will, okay, never mind, whatever. So yeah, it's just like, you want to be using your stuff in the game. That's kind of what the whole game is about, and what makes it fun. But you are really discouraged from doing so, because, well, there's just times where it's optimal, and not doing so at those times just feels like you're wasting resources, right? So there we go. I kind of wasted my resources now here, not doing this during a 2-time event. And how close are we to making sure that we are finishing up the entire thing? I could also go ahead and dump some more of my rolls, but honestly, that is totally unnecessary, since I already got what I needed, right? So there we go, we are at 1.8. That makes the event like it's already finished, right? I can do one more thing, which I don't know if it's even, I mean, I gotta do this anyways, which is just go ahead and fully finish up another fusion of this guy, which is gonna be another 350 points. It doesn't quite get me to the next milestone for the champion chase event, but I need to be fusing him anyways, as we are of course going to be going for TITUS. So now we do have already 3 of these guys. Now I still also need to be going ahead through the process of upgrading them, ascending them, and all that stuff, right? So that will be happening, but we got a champion chase done.